Hey guys, and welcome to episode 1 of the Legacy Leavers vlog. Yeah, new little thing for 2017, which I'm pretty excited about. And today's episode is a little unboxing of my brand new phone and a few comments about Apple. And an interesting peek into the future, I guess. So I wanted to unbox this little guy to show you what she looks like inside. You know how it is. Us tech geeks love to open new things, and why not include you in on the action? So you'll see I tweeted to the lovely Kath Jenkin, the amazing Kath Jenkin, on the 3rd of January that I was going, that I was going to either get the 6S or the iPhone 7 or get an Android phone. Now, here in South Africa, unfortunately, the Google Pixel is not available. If the Google Pixel was available, I probably would have got that. Why do I want to go for the 6S over the iPhone 7? Because Apple basically screwed their consumers over, their customers over. They said, we don't care about you. We know so many of you love the 3.5mm headphone jack, so we don't care about you, and we're scrapping it. So I wanted to go for the 6S because it still had the little jack. This is my old phone, the iPhone 6, and obviously being in radio, I need a 3.5mm jack, and it's extremely helpful, you know. Like one article said on, I think it was on Vice, that the reality is there will come a time where you will be in a car or at a party or something where you just wish you could quickly grab your phone and grab the DJ or, you know, the rental car's little aux input output and plug it into your headphone jack, and you don't have the little adapter that comes with it on hand. That is the reality. Every iPhone, I almost guarantee it, every iPhone 7 user will be in that situation eventually. So yeah, I thought that they didn't think that one through 100%. I know they're trying to be progressive and innovative, but how innovative is that? Wow, you're taking away the 3.5mm jack. A lot of people have said, yeah, you know, the 3.5mm jack is antiquated, it's old technology, we're moving wireless anyway. I don't know, man, like, I've got so much to say about that, but like, it is 1,000, it's going to be 1,500 Rand for the wireless earbuds. And guess what? They don't come included in the iPhone 7. So, you saw my tweet, I wanted the 6S. I go in, unfortunately, they don't have the 6S. So I was like, well, I am just going to get the 7. So, I took the plunge and I got the 7. And let us open it up. Right, so, little change in the box from the iPhone 6. So they, instead of just the nice little indentation, they now show you a picture of the phone, the back of the phone anyway, on the outside, obviously what color it is. A little bit bolder font over there. They've taken away the Apple logo on the side, but then they've put it on the top and bottoms, right? And then, which I found that interesting, like the font is a little bit bigger, the type is a little bit bolder. So I like the old type. It's reminiscent of the good old clean Apple. I find that a little bit unlike Apple, to be honest. But anyway, that's just me. So let's open this guy up. Now I have opened it to transfer all my stuff across, and I'll talk about that as well a little bit later. But and then it's just your normal Apple experience, really. Your little box of goodies. What's in here? Primarily just your stickers, let's be honest. You know, the stickers that all the people that want to show the world that they're Apple fans will stick on their cars and whatever, which I don't do, your little stickers. So I won't worry about that. And then instructions are pretty poor, as per usual these days. No one reads them, so they understand that. And then you get to the phone. Okay, looks nice and sexy, as all new things do, especially Apple. And she's got all the goodies and the little plastic on and everything. So I'm going to take that straight off, because I'll be honest, I've been waiting for a very long time to take this plastic off. I've had the phone for over 24 hours now, so let's do this now. So we'll just peel away the plastic, which is on the back, and then off the front, and there we go. Nice clean brand new phone. As you will notice, I'm sure you've all seen it already by now, that the cameras are a little different. I personally prefer the iPhone 6's camera. This looks like a weird cheap bubble. I don't quite know what they're doing with that, but the camera lens itself looks a bit bigger, so hopefully better pictures and what have you. And then this is the interesting part. This is the main reason why I wanted to do this little video blog. When I saw this, I thought, I have to blog about this. Here's what happened, and the lady at the cell phone shop told me that Apple said they were going to ship the iPhone 7 with wireless earbuds. I did some research into that. It doesn't look like that was officially announced, but she works behind the scenes in the cell phone industry, and obviously they hear a lot of the background information. And what she said was they turned around on that idea because it was going to be too expensive. So to keep costs down, they shipped the regular earbuds. This is interesting. If you look at how they are boxed, check that out. They look like wireless earbuds. They've packaged them in a way to make them look like the wireless earbuds. If you've seen the wireless earbuds, they're just like that without the cables. So they've packaged them in a way to look like wireless earbuds. I found that very sneaky and very un-Apple-ish, very unlike Apple. But obviously once you see them, you realize, oh, they are indeed your normal Apple earbuds. And there's your tiny little adapter which goes into your lightning port and plugs, you're able to plug your earphones in over there. I hope that's in focus. Is it in focus? So there you go, I found that interesting. I'm going to have to get this guy going. I don't have money to buy a pair of Bluetooth headsets just yet. We'll see. You may say, yeah, but you got money for an iPhone, but that's just a contract upgrade. You know, it's absolutely free to continue the contract and just upgrade. So we turn it on, and there we go. Pretty much the same here. You've got your normal USB charger, your lightning cable, so nothing too drastically different in the iPhone 6 box, just the shape and the way they've packaged it there. The earbuds come in this weird cardboard box instead of the cool plastic box from the 6th generation. A little bit cheap, Apple, I have to say. And yeah, there we go, that's about it. And the other thing that I wanted to say about getting a new iPhone. Now this is my 4th iPhone. I was a Nokia fan for a very long time, and then became a BlackBerry fan and held fast to BlackBerry for a long time, and wasn't always this crazy Apple guy. As you can see, I've got a lot of Apple things here, my MacBook and what have you. I literally am the personification of white privilege right now. So this is my 4th iPhone. I had an iPhone 4, and then 2 months later I bought an iPhone 5, and then 2 months later I upgraded to the iPhone 6. So in the space of 2 years I've had 4 iPhones. And I have to say, this has been the hardest experience transferring all my data from this phone to the new phone. It has been, I wouldn't say a nightmare, but a mission is a better way of putting it. I've got a Mac. Everyone talks about the Apple experience, the Apple user interface. It all just works, right? Apparently. But I tell you what, this didn't work. I plugged in this guy, put him in, and wanted to back up. So started backing up. It's a 128 gig, and I don't have enough space on my MacBook. I have a USB 3 external hard drive. Tried to do some stuff there. I eventually freed up more than enough space. 140 gigs. Did the same thing. Wasn't enough space. What a mission. Then restoring. Once I eventually got that sorted out, I backed up, restoring to the new phone, oh gosh, you have to turn off Find Your iPhone on both phones, and you can't do that if the SIM card is now being transferred over to the new phone. And now your SIM card's in that phone. It is just a mission. And you'd expect, you know, like I heard a friend of mine, in fact, Kath Jenkins, she just got an upgrade as well with her Android. 2 different devices, by the way. One is a Samsung and the other was another brand, but both Android devices. And with the app or whatever, she just put the phones back to back and boom, everything got transferred across over a couple of minutes, an hour or 2. But literally, I had to spend almost half a day backing up the old device and restoring the new device. And then, when you restore the new device, all your downloaded apps are not restored. You have to then go into your iTunes, push sync, and it downloads them again. It knows they're there, it has place markers there for them, but they are grayed out and showed as waiting. So yeah, I have to say, Apple, you need to up your game. It does look like you're losing the shine of yesteryear. What great things Apple produced and innovated about 4 or 5 years ago is certainly losing its shine. And Apple, I think you need to do a bit more work in terms of the entire user experience, because I'll be honest, the way things are going, it's looking like it's going to be Android for me in the next 18 months when I upgrade. So yeah, that's about it for me in terms of this video blog for this week. I think the main stuff was that Apple are very sneaky with this. I'm not happy with Apple in terms of the wireless earbuds and then pretending that they've put wireless earbuds in here. And then the restoration from one iPhone to another. Yeah, man, just not great. And to leave the legacy that Steve Jobs left, Apple really needs to dig deep and start thinking about the future, because you're a little out of touch, just behind a little bit. I mean, sure, maybe just behind yourselves and not behind anyone else, but hey, you're still behind, you're losing ground, and eventually you're going to start losing a lot of ground, and you're going to need to rethink where you're at. That's about it for now, I guess. That's this week's video blog. I'll be back next week and we'll talk about whatever is on my plate and what interests me then. Until then, guys, have a great week, have a great weekend. Ciao.